are the media holding the government to account? What type of questions are they asking? Are they operating as a media might, an independent media might, as conveying to you information so you can determine and decide how you view the situation? Or are they essentially in partnership with the government in helping them to shape the narrative in a way that keeps you from understanding the truth? Here's a tweet from Michael Tracy, friend of the show, that might help you understand that relationship even more. Look at the questions that were asked by journalists at the Pentagon press briefing today. They're all about demanding answers for how the government plans to improve its ability to conceal newsworthy information from the public. Tara Kopp, AP. What steps has the Department of Defense taken to reduce the number of people who have access to not only these classified briefings, but classified material in general? Why is the person not asking, hey, what's going on? Is it true? What other intrepid inquiries are being relayed by the press? Jen Griffin, Fox News. You say that there are strict protocols in place, and yet a 21-year-old airman was able to access some of the nation's top secrets. How did this happen? And isn't this a massive security breach? So again, why did this leak happen? They should be interested in the content of the information. Still Griffin from Fox News. What is your message to anyone who might be thinking of leaking these kind of documents in the future? Sir, if anybody else would try to look at the test papers, what would happen to them? Oh, good question, Janice. Yes, they'd be in a lot of trouble. They're propping up the narrative that the government wants conveyed. This is brilliant. This is David Martin from CBS. Are you going to release this airman service record? So look, they want to fetishize the individual, make it about the individual. Brandy Vincent, Defense Scoop. What technologies is the Pentagon applying right now to both spot leaked documents online and spot potential indicators of leaking type practices? Having heard that list of suck-up, obsequious questions, is Elon Musk right that the mainstream media essentially functions as propaganda for the state? Last week, Twitter labelled NPR and PBS as state-affiliated media before changing the wording to government-funded media. The BBC and Voice of America were also tagged.
What Russell's saying is you got a whole room full of journalists, and all their questions aren't about, is America really going to war? Are we really having troops over there engaging Russia? Are we really losing? Is it really true that land's never going to come back again, that you've been saying we're taking ground and we're going to have to give it up? Is it really true that America is going to continue to sink money into this and we'll never win? They didn't ask those questions. They said, what are we going to do to make sure that there's no leaks that expose the truth of your lies in the future? That tells you how sick the situation is. I honestly don't know what the remedy is. I think the only remedy is there has to be an American revolution, that there's enough populist rage and consolidated, focused power utilized in government in this next election cycle and in the states immediately, and in the free media that we have right now like this, that we aggressively, we got to move ourselves from neutral. My biggest fear is 40 million Christians that I'm out there talking to. Half of them have been told, stay out of politics, stay out of that stuff. We don't want to get involved with that. If somebody's trying to break into your kid's bedroom, the idea is to try to be neutral. The idea is to protect your child. You have to protect your freedoms. You have to protect your country. The devil is breaking down a nation. And trust me, if these people have their way, they're going to be coming for you. It's just because it's the nature of the spiritual thing. Remember in Sodom and Gomorrah, what happened was Lot was told to bring his daughters out, to go appease the mob. That's what happens when you have a depraved culture. The mob comes after the righteous, and the righteous children become the target.